Okay guys, so this is a video to explain about revenue. So you can refer from the brainpower revenue. So we have two types of revenue. Number one, main revenue. Okay, main revenue here related to the main business activity, but in accounting, we call it as, the term is sales and category is revenue. Other revenue is other than sales. So what is a main revenue here? Anything that you jual to the customer related to main business activities. For example, I bagi you kedai kek hari tu. So katalah you are selling cakes kepada customer and kedai you memang main activity is baking cakes and selling the cakes. So bila you jual, kita panggil sales because that is main revenue. Other revenue means other than your main activity of the business. For example, if you allow your neighbours, hari tu I bagi you example, allow your neighbours to put perfume dekat you punya car perfume, for example, dekat you punya business, kedai kek you. Your main activity is selling cake, not selling perfume. And your neighbor give you commission to the business. So that one is other revenue. So the terms for that other revenue, you can check from revenue wheel. Okay. So under revenue wheel here, other than sales or cash sales, this is others revenue. Okay. So others revenue, they have their own specific term or items name. Kalau that revenue is dividend, comes from dividend, so we call it as dividend received. If you sewa, you punya business tu adalah katalah kedai kek you, bawah tu you operate the kedai kek, and the second floor you guna untuk sewa. Okay. Sewa dekat pusat apa-apalah, IT ke apa ke, they pay to your business rent. Okay, so in accounting kita panggil rent income. But if you are selling product, goods, inventory, which is related to your main business activity, macam tadi jual kek, itu terms kita panggil sales ataupun cash sales. Kita tak panggil jual kek or selling cakes, no. The term only one, sales or cash sales. Other than sales, we have the specific term here. Okay. So, some of you, sometimes you cannot illustrate, you cannot imagine a transaction, ataupun because of you tak ada business, you don't have business, you tak tahu what's going on ataupun apa yang berlaku, business generate revenue, how business generate revenue with customer. So under this brainpower revenue, we have 4 situations here. Business can sell goods, ataupun kalau business sudah sell goods, kita panggil sold goods to customer. Okay, this is customer or client. So when business sold goods to customer, the effect is sales and category is revenue and effect is increase. So the more sales that the business made means revenue of the business also will increase. Okay. And normally sales akan berlaku for a few times, not only once. Sometimes kita jual barang more than once. Okay, lebih sekali. Katalah every day kita jual barang few times, 10 times, 20 times. So we have more revenue and we have more sales, and that's why revenue always increase. The more sales means the more revenue that your business earn, means your revenue of the business also will increase. And when you sold goods to customer, customer will have 3 options for payment. The customer can pay using cash to your business. The customer can pay using bank or cash at bank. The customer also, maybe they don't want to pay now. They can choose for no payment now. But the customer can take first, pay later. Okay? So you must call the customer as debtor. So what is debtor? Who is debtor? Customer, client that will take first and pay later from our business, we should call them as debtor. Why debtor under aside? Because debtor here is under aside because of our business cash now. Dia tak bayar sekarang Dia ambil barang ni dulu, dia bawa balik ke rumah. They are going to pay later. Okay? So when they pay later, the cash tu ada dekat dia. So physically the customer is not kita punya asset lah. Bukanlah dia tu our slave, our hamba But the cash which is supposedly dia kena bayar now but they are going to pay later. They hold the cash first. That cash tu adalah belong to us. Okay. So we have the right to collect the cash later from this customer. So kita tak panggil dia customer. Bila dia take first, pay later, we have specific name. We call them debtor and under aside. Okay. So here, normally in accounting, the transaction ni akan combine. Bila you sold goods to customer, you can check the situation of the payment. The customer pay using cash, terus bayar, ambil barang, bayar ke counter using cash. Okay. Or maybe using bank. They give you debit card. They give you check. They write a check. This is a check. Means they are using bank. So they terus transfer to your bank, yang business bank account lah. Or the customer, as I mentioned just now, no payment, take the goods, bawa balik dulu ke rumah, use it first, then after few weeks, few days, few months, the customer will pay. But now, we call them debtor. Orang yang berhutang with your business, we call them as debtor. Okay? And I told you just now why asset, because the debtor, the client, the customer now is holding our business cash. So the cash is our asset. Okay? It's our right. We can collect the cash later. Okay. And number 3, when the business sold good to customer, business will have some consideration to provide discount. And we have 2 types of discount here. Trade discount and cash discount. Okay, what is trade discount? Discount untuk trade ni, your business normally bagi when your customer beli banyak. Beli in large quantity or in bulk quantity. So you are not required to record specific amount of discount that you give to customer. So you just calculate berapa you bagi discount. You just deduct directly. Katalah you jual 1,000 to customer. Then you give the customer discount 100. Okay, minus. So you just record in accounting 900 as a sales. This 100, no need to record. Record immediately 900. Okay, the amount. Cash discount, we need to record. Because cash discount normally we give to debtor for quick payment. Sebab you dah allow them to take first, pay later. You must remember, when you allow someone to take first pay later, normally it's not easy to collect the cash back. It's like that you bagi pinjam your friends duit. Maybe you need 1 week, 1 month, sometime 1 year, sometime 10 years to collect back the cash. So, business need the cash because the cash held by the debtor is belong to business. And business need the cash when they sold goods to customer. They need the cash from the customer. And they need to use the cash to produce another product for another customer. So when there's no payment from customer, how to produce a product? Okay? Then bila business tak ada duit, they will borrow cash from the bank. Tak boleh. As a business, you need to avoid any borrowings, any application of loan from the bank. Okay? If kalau boleh lah, avoid it because every loan comes with interest. Okay, so in order to encourage, motivate your debtor, which is your client, your customer, to pay immediately, so you're going to provide cash discount. And cash discount here, we call it as discount allowed. Okay, so when your business provide discount, it will become expenses for business. Firstly, dia jadi revenue, but because of you provide discount, you allow discount, it become expenses that the business must liable. And expenses of the business will increase. Second effect, definitely, when you provide discount, your debtor, okay, value will decrease. And debtor is under asset and decrease because of, let's say, debtor, you jual dengan debtor 2,000. Okay, so you must collect, you have a right to this 2,000 to collect balik from the debtor. Debtor ni ambil dulu, bayar later. So to encourage them to pay this 2,000 quickly, so you provide discount allowed. You provide cash discount, like say 10%. Okay, 10% from 2,000 is 200. So you provide discount 200. So your rights to the debtor now not 2,000 dah. Sebab you dah bagi discount 200. Your rights now reduce 1,800. Can you see? Reduction of the value. So the 200 here need to be recorded. This one is discount allowed. Okay, and this 200 is under expenses, and expenses of the business increase. Okay, and next situation from the revenue, when the business sold goods to customer have a rights to return back to your business. In case of the goods, the product, okay, the inventory that you sold to the customer ada damage ataupun defect. So if there's a damaged goods or defected goods returned by your customer to your business, kita panggil return. Okay, and in accounting, the terms we call it as sales return, ataupun we have another terms untuk sales return, nama lain dia return inwards. You can use either one, sales return or return inwards. Similar, any items yang ada similar names, ada dua and similar, okay, characteristic, you need to be consistent. Okay, because we have, maybe kita ada few returns from different customer. So if you use sales return, then it must be sales return for the next customer. Sales return here, category dia revenue, still revenue, but your revenue will decrease. So when we have a new returns, new sales return from customer, your business revenue will decrease. Okay, Second effect here is debtor, asset, and decrease. Okay, I give you a simple example. First, you sold goods to customer 3,000 ringgit. Okay, and the payment from customer here, no payment. No payment using cash, no payment using bank. So the customer choose no payment now for this 3,000. So the customer take first pay letter. So now customer become debtor. Basically, this 3,000 amount of debtor ni, you have a right. You as a business, you have a right to collect this 3,000. But maybe because of you encourage the debtor, you bagi discount 300 minus, and then the customer also identify that some of the 3,000 of the goods here ada defect, let's say 100, kena minus lah. Okay, so the balance of your right to collect back from the debtor is 3,000 minus 300 minus 100. This one because of return. This one because of discount allowed. Okay. So your rights now that you can collect from the debtor is 2,600. The debtor must pay to your business only 2,600. So this 300 will decrease the debtor amount. This return of 100 also will decrease the debtor amount. Means will decrease your rights towards the debtor. You cannot collect this 300. You cannot collect this 100. The amount that you can collect only 2,600 ringgit. That's why discount allowed return, which is sales return, will decrease debtor value, or will decrease because debtor is under asset, will decrease asset of the business. Okay? Okay, class. So I will explain to you number one, sold goods to customer, and then we'll combine with the second scenario, payment from customer or client. So number one, sold goods to Ali for RM 200 ringgit by cash. Because the payment here we have three options, by customer or client. Sold goods to Makcik Kia for RM 1,000 ringgit by check. And then number three, sold goods to Ah Chong on credit for RM 5,000 ringgit. So we go to the first transaction. Sold goods to customer. So how to know that this is sales transactions? Normally we use these keywords. Sold goods. Sold is past tense. I dah bagi tahu hari tadi. Sold past tense, dan accounting transaction must be past tense. The transaction must be happen first, then you get the documents, baru you record. So sold goods. You nampak the word of goods here. Okay, means goods here refer to product, inventory, raw material, raw material. It could be the actual product. During the finance, sometimes they will state sold chocolate cakes to Ali. So we know that the business is operating cake house. So the chocolate cakes is a product for that business. Itu pun kita panggil dia term as sales. Bila nampak sold goods, the term is sales. Okay. To Ali for RM 200 ringgit by cash. Okay. What is the first? again, mesti ada effects of transaction and principal double entry. So I'm not going to explain how to prepare the T account. So I think my previous video, ada few video I explained how to use the handy. You should know that. The critical one is effects of transaction and principal double entry. Sometimes we call it as journal entries. Sold goods to Ali for RM200 by cash. Definitely the first thing you nampak adalah cash lah. Okay. Cash is the item. So we put here cash, categorize under asset. Dan bila you jual barang pada Ali, Ali bayar you guna cash. You means business. Who are you? Business. Who are you? Business. So when Ali pay to your business cash, means your business asset will increase. Okay, what is the second item here? Remember, sold goods, you nampak that terms, dia punya ni adalah sales. Nampak? Dia punya term is sales. So, second item is sales. Category is under revenue. Okay? So, if you're not sure, you can check from here. Every sales, every new sales, the category is revenue, and new sales will increase business revenue. So the effect here is increase. If you're not sure, you can also check for the cash, why asset, why increase. Because when business sold good to customer and the customer pay using cash or cash in hand, so the category is asset and effect is increase. Can you see? Okay. So here we have asset, revenue. Remember, on the honest equity, we need to refer the three techniques. For asset revenue, we still have this circle. They have their own pie. So now you can proceed for the debit credit. Debit credit. Okay, now cash is under asset, asset increase. So you go to asset pie, asset increase we record under debit. Okay. But do not debit the asset. I told you many times. Debit the name of the asset, cash. So debit cash. How much? 200 ringgit. Don't forget to put the RM. Okay, sales under revenue. So revenue also, they have their own pie. So you go to revenue pie. But this revenue increase. So when revenue increase we record under credit. So credit, not the revenue, but you go to the specific name of the revenue here is sales. So RM 200. Done. For the first sold goods to Ali for RM 200 ringgit by cash. We will not use this name, Ali. Okay. Kita use the cash and we use sold goods here. The term is sales. We will not record Ali because Ali dah tak ada hutang apa-apa dengan kita, because Ali, you jual barang dengan Ali, you sold goods to Ali by cash. So you don't have to record Ali. If you record Ali, means that Ali ada hutang dengan you. I mean your business. So you don't have to record Ali. Unless on credit, like the third transaction here. After this, I will explain. We need to use Chong. But this one, you sold goods to Ali by cash. Then you receive the cash from Ali. You record the cash immediately. Okay? Okay, now look at the second transaction. Sold goods to Makcik Kia for RM 1,000 ringgit by check. Okay? So again, sold goods. The term is sales. Okay? So that's why we have the sales here. we still use this one. And sales always categorized under revenue. And I told you many times, new sale will increase business revenue. And then the second items here, by check. We cannot put here check. I told you many times, we cannot put here the check because check is a platform. The terms in accounting for check is bank. Okay, so I tak nak delete yang cash ni. I nak tunjuk you the similarity. Okay, and bank, if you check from the circle, even from the brain power, when the business sold goods to customer, and you look at the green line, customer can pay using bank or cash at bank or any platform, debit card or maybe check. So the category is asset, effect also increase. So category still asset, the effect also increase. Why? Because Makcik Kia, maybe dia bagi debit card, Makcik Kia ada duit sekarang ni, bagi debit card to your business, swipe, then you can check your business bank account now, ada duit transfer from Makcik Kia, which is your business asset increase for RM1,000. Second, still similar, sold goods, sales, and then still sales under revenue, and every new revenue, every new sales akan increase. And when you prepare principal double entry or journal entries to determine debit credit, you look at back. Number 1, please use a circle. Bank, still asset increase. So you go to asset increase. If asset increase, we record under debit, but do not debit the asset. I told you many times, specific name of the asset here is for the second transaction. Makcik Kia bank. So debit bank. Okay, so later you put the figure. So this teaching purposes, I'm not going to put the figures, but we must put the figures. Sales again under revenue increase. So if you go to revenue, sales under revenue increase. If revenue increase, we record under credit. So credit sales. And then you put the figures here, 1,000. Okay. Let's look at for the third transaction. So we done for this. If you check from the brain power, customer also have option to choose for no payment now, but take first, pay later. You must call them as debtor. Who is debtor? Customer or client that will take first and pay later from our business, we should call them as debtor. Okay, sold goods to Ah Chong on credit for RM5,000. I told you from the previous video, when you look at this word on credit, or maybe they mention no payment, take first, pay later. From this sentence, we might know that these transactions without any payment by cash ataupun tak ada pun by bank. This one very clear. Business sold goods to Ali bayar guna cash. Business sold goods to Makcik Kia, and Makcik Kia pay RM1,000 using check. Okay, bank. But this one, there is no indicator for cash or bank. On credit. On credit means on hutang. Atas hutang. So means hutang, no payment now. Take first the goods from your business, pay later. So you must call Ah Chong now as debtor. Okay. So the first item here is, we just put slash here, debtor. Okay, but the debtor here, creditor here, loan here, you need to specify because you bukan jual barang hutang seorang je dekat Achong. Maybe you ada few customer yang you allow them to take first pay letter. Achong, Seng, Mutu, okay, Sami, maybe ada Abdullah. So that's why we need to specify. Because if you tak specify the name of the debtor, when you prepare the T account, you akan masuk in one debtor account. All debtors. Achong, Seng, Mutu, Sami, Abdullah, you will combine it. At the end, you will have a problem to identify, to calculate balance of the debt setiap orang. That's why we need to specify debtor Achong dash Achong. We need to put it like this one. So if you have other transaction, sold goods to Mutu, for example, so you need to put here debtor dash Mutu. When you prepare the account also, the T account, the ledgers, so T account names is debtor dash Mutu account. You cannot combine their debts in one account. Okay? So, debtor, if you check from the circles, okay, you will see that debtor also under asset, this circle. Okay? This one, can you see? Debtor or other names, account receivable or other names, trade receivable, category is asset. You try lah check other wills. You takkan nampak debtor ni selain daripada asset. That's why classification is very important. If you're not sure, you can always refer this brain power. Brain power for revenue. Because we have the answer already here, the guideline here. Okay. When the customer take first pay letter, we call them debtor, and we have the category here, asset, and the effect also increase. Okay, also asset, the effect also increase. Why? Because you have the rights toward the debtor, and the debtor we know that duit you tu ada dekat Achong. But Achong tak bayar sekarang, Achong bayar later. So duit dekat Achong tu is your right. You have a right to collect that cash from Achong later. So Achong tu, debtor Achong tu is your asset. Bukanlah Achong tu is your asset, but the cash that hold by Achong is your business asset. So your asset now increase, means your business asset now increase. Second transaction still sold goods. Sold goods here refer to sales. Okay, and sales still category is revenue. You try to cari lah other circles. You cannot find sales to under expenses ke, that's impossible. Sales still under revenue. And every new revenue, every new sales akan increase business revenue. Okay? So when you transfer this thing to principal double entry or journal entries, using these circles, okay, debtor Achong under asset, asset increase. So again, when asset increase, we record under debit. Okay, so debit, instead of cash or bank for the first and second, we have debtor and specify the name, Achong. And provide the figures here. Second, effect sales revenue increase. Okay, we look at revenue increase. When revenue increase, we record under credit. So can you see that? Revenue increase, credit. So credit, not revenue, but the name of the revenue here is sales. So you put here sales and you put the figures here, 5,000. Okay. So, I tunjuk macam ni supaya you nampak even we have 3 different situation for the sales, 3 payment option. Macam yang dalam ni, when you sold good to customer, customer can pay using cash, customer can pay using bank, customer can take first pay letter, means no payment. Okay. But still the first item is cash, bank, debtor, and all of the 3 things ni, item ni under aside and increase. And the second items for the effects of transaction is sold good, sold good, sold good. We still use a term for sales, and sales always revenue, and every new sales will increase business revenue. And if you look at here, when you transform into double entries, principal double entry or journal entries, you will see that debit, if you sold goods by cash, debit cash, credit sales. If you sold goods using check or bank platform, debit bank, credit sales. If you sold goods to Achong on credit, means no payment, take first, pay later, debit, debtor, Achong, credit sales. So, you see the similarity for sales and the platform here according to scenario. Okay. So, this is a common transaction yang selalu dalam final exam, dalam test akan beri. So, you need to identify, you need to be smart. You need to identify the sales tu by cash, by bank or check, ataupun on credit. No payment, take first, pay later. Okay, my next video will explain to you about how about if your business provide discount and your customer or client return goods yang dah rosak or defect to your business again. How to record after this. Thank you.